All right, guys, let's get into this goofy January 1st shit. All right, here's why January 1st is the dumbest time to start, and it's dumb that people think that January 1st is the perfect time to start. First of all, there is no perfect time except the time you make perfect. You guys already know that shit, right? Time is your most valuable asset. So thinking that there's a good time to be healthy and a best time to be unhealthy makes no fucking sense. You saying that January 1st is the best time to be healthy is robbing your current self of, first of all, being in the present, but also of making healthy decisions in the present moment. You're basically trying to do what everyone else does. From Thanksgiving to January 1st, they binge, gain 15 pounds, lose that same 15 pounds from January 1st to January 14th, and once they're back to their regular weight, they're like, oh my God, I'm not losing weight as fast, I quit. That bullshit, right? Because here's the thing, whether it's January 1st, or it's December 30th, or it's, March 2nd, a workout's gonna be a workout, right? You're still gonna pee, you're still gonna shit. Everything's the fucking same. Soreness is gonna be the same. Everything, the sun's gonna rise, the sun's gonna set. Nothing's gonna change, all right? The problem is people think that January 1st is this magical as time where like the fucking, like God comes down on earth and he's like, congratulations, you started now. I'm gonna give you extra gains. No. The process is gonna be the process. You're still gonna have to put in the work to lose fat. You're still gonna have to execute calorie deficit. You're still gonna have to strength train. Everything is gonna be the same, all right? The problem is we think January 1st is this magical as time. When you put a time like that on a pedestal, right, and you're real magical about it, when you realize after a couple of weeks, the motivation wears off, the honeymoon phase wears off, and you're like, oh my gosh, I still have to put in the work. Yes, that's the fucking process, all right? And you have to realize that people who are lean, people who are fit, people who are in shape, they know that there is no perfect time, right? That there's no good time to be unhealthy. There's no time to eat unhealthy. Eating unhealthy, look up the word, you guys don't read. Fucking look up the word unhealthy, it says harmful to health. All right, so if you're eating unhealthy, you're harming your health, which means self-harm, which means you do not love yourself, all right? Very, very simple. So it doesn't make sense to ever eat unhealthy and to think that, oh, I could just be unhealthy now and I'll just fix it January 1st. No, you're not going to fix your problems January 1st. It's kind of like when people try to move to a different place, but they bring their same problems with them. You got to realize that no matter where you are, you have to deal with yourself, all right? So if there's something that you're trying to run away from yourself and you move to a different place, you're going to bring your same problems, your same mentality, your same mindset, all right? It's the same thing for January 1st. You think it's a fresh start and you think everything's going to be new. Yes, it's a new year, but the days are the days. Every day still has 24 hours, right? Food is still food. It's the same shit. Everything's the same. And the thing is, you got to realize in order for you to make a change, you're the one that has to change. You want the world to change. You want the date to change. You have to make the change in yourself, all right? There is nothing special about January 1st. There's no difference, all right? The winter arc bullshit. So everyone who started winter arc, what the fuck were you doing the whole year? Beating your meat? Like, what were you doing the whole year? Just eating like shit? There's never a better time to eat like shit, all right? Or there's never a best time to eat like shit, all right? It's always good to put the best stuff in your body because health is not an option. Health is something you should treat like your daily routine because guess what? Every time you go to the doctor, it's going to expose whether you've been taking care of yourself or not. A lot of people think that these A1C numbers going up, the high cholesterol, your cholesterol being high, your blood pressure being high, all that stuff like kidney stones, stomach issues. You guys all think that that's like an overnight thing or it happened in 2 weeks. It's a cumulative effect of years and years of bad habits. It's not an overnight thing. If your A1C is high, it's years and years of eating processed bullshit and not moving enough. Or if you have type 2 diabetes, it's years and years of eating like shit, eating a bunch of processed foods and not moving enough. That's what it is, all right? It's not some overnight shit. So this January 1st bullshit, it just literally pisses me off every single year. Right? I like to see more people in the gym, but I just wish more people would be consistent and stay in it. But the reason they're not is because they don't realize that it's a mindset thing. They think that, if your mindset is that there's a perfect time to start, then that's an issue in itself, right? Because that means that anytime you get busy, like the holiday seasons are busy or this is going on or, oh my God, I can't do it because I'm busy with family. If you think that, you can't be fit when it's busy or you can't be fit when it's the holidays, you'll never get fit because how many holidays are there during the year? There's like 1,000 holidays during the year. There's a lot of birthdays during the year, right? You're always going to be busy. Life is never going to get easier. You just get stronger. That's what the process is about. And fitness is actually about prioritizing fitness in your daily schedule. It's not about changing your entire schedule to fit in fitness, right? It's fitting in fitness into your current schedule. Because in all reality, you do not have to work out 2 hours a day, 7 days a week, right? You don't have to starve yourself on keto like most people do during the beginning of the year. You can do 30 minutes to 45 minutes, 3 to 4 times a week while improving your nutrition and see massive results. All right, let's just keep it a buck. If you're 40% body fat and you work out 3 to 4 days a week, 30 to 45 minutes, and you eat in a calorie deficit, within 6 months by summertime, if you start January 1st, by summertime, you can literally be down to 15% body fat. It just is what it is. It's just simple math. All right. So you don't have to overdo anything. You don't have to. You just literally have to fit in fitness into your lifestyle. All right. There is no perfect time to start. There is no, perfect day. Like what you do when everything is perfect and what you're motivated is what everybody does when everything's perfect and when they're motivated. The real results come when you're busy, right? What are you going to do when you're busy? What are you going to do when you have that craving to go to the McDonald's drive-thru? Most people fold during those times and they're like, yeah, man, I ran out of motivation. Motivation has nothing to fucking do with when you start, all right? That January 1st shit is mostly based on emotion and motivation, not discipline and not common sense and logic, all right? Like I said, fitness is literally just part of your normal life. Like what if I was like, man, what if it was November and I'm like, dude, I can't wait till January 1st. I'm gonna start brushing my teeth January 1st, man. Right now, man, my teeth are kind of yellow, man. I got gingivitis, but as soon as January 1st comes, man, I'm gonna brush my teeth. I might die before January 1st, man, of a gingivitis infection or some shit, all right? There is no perfect time to start, guys. A lot of people you put out, listen, starting January 1st is another way to procrastinate because a lot of people who say that shit, they just continue to put it off until they have a stroke 2 years later, right? Or they just go with the motivational January hype for 14 days and they quit again. And every single year after they quit, they binge even more. So the first year when they said they're going to start January 1st, maybe they were 150 pounds. And now the 10th year they said they're going to start January 1st, they're 250 pounds. They're on blood pressure medication, they have type 2 diabetes, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. Because they think that, you know what, the best time to start is January 1st. If I don't start January 1st, then I'm cooked. No. Every single day is an opportunity for you to be the healthiest version of yourself. All right? And whether it's January 1st or not, it doesn't matter. Like, what if I told you today was January 1st and you didn't look at the calendar? Right? Make every day fucking January 1st. That's the difference between those who are in shape and those who aren't in shape. All right? Very simple. Now, before you come on here and say, a healthy body doesn't mean you're healthy, yes, the fuck it does. If you're obese or you have a lot of fat, you're unhealthy. It is what it is. It's not that deep. When you go to the doctor, they say that. But when I say that, you get mad. It's just common sense. It doesn't take a medical degree to be like, oh, okay, your waist size is 50 inches. You probably have type 2 diabetes. You're pretty unhealthy. Or look at someone else and be like, okay, he's eating pretty healthy. Okay, he's pretty lean. Okay, he's not on steroids. Yeah, he's healthy. It's that simple. All right? It's that simple. And plus, we live in a vain society, but that's not even the topic of this video. But yeah, it's that simple. If someone's lean, yeah, they're healthy. If someone's obese, yeah, they're unhealthy. Now, can someone be lean and unhealthy? Yeah, it happens sometimes. There's outliers. But majority of the time when someone's obese, like 99% of the time, they're unhealthy. And that 1% of the time, the A1C just hasn't caught up yet. Right? The bad habits just hasn't caught up yet. So pretty much 100% of the time, if you're overweight or obese, you're unhealthy. Simple. All right? If you have excess fat is what I meant to say. Not BMI overweight. But if you have excess fat, you're unhealthy. It's very simple. All right? So thinking that's the best time to start is just another form of procrastination. And I hate seeing this shit because it happens every year. And people hit me up every single year and they say, hey, man, like, I'm starting January 1st, man. I was going to start now, but I just think January 1st is the best. Why the fuck is January 1st the best time? Please explain to me. So if January 1st is the best time and it's like November 3rd or it's November 20th or it's December 12th, that means from now to January 1st, you're just going to eat like shit. You're never going to make it with that mentality, right? Because that means every single holiday, you're like, yes, the holidays again, man. I'm just going to eat whatever I want to right now and I'll start again January 1st. Dumbass mentality. You're just going to keep doing that. It's a cycle, all right? It's a cycle. And when it comes to mindset, everybody who's healthy and fit, they think of, it as the baseline. They think of it as their foundation. All right, being healthy and fit is their foundation. Being healthy and fit is what they do every day. They incorporate it into their life every single day, right? To the point where they become the healthiest version of themselves. Maybe 10% body fat, maybe like 15% body fat year round, and all their blood work numbers are good. And then they could throw in a cheat day here or there. Versus the people who are like, man, if I don't start January 1st, man, I can't start. And then they quit after January 14th, and then they just eat unhealthy the whole year. Now they're 40% body fat. And now it's October, and they're like, dang, dude, I wish I could start now, but I gotta wait for January 1st. It's just a cycle. They do it all the time. It's procrastination. All right? You can't convince me that January 1st is the best time to start. It's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Yes, it's the new year, but guess what? Most people go into the new year with the same shit. They have all these aspirations, but the reason they don't reach the aspirations is because they don't realize that, yes, the date changed, but they didn't change. All right? If you think about it, if it's December 1st or December 2nd, the date changed. But did you? Because if you don't change, nothing's going to change. You want the world to change, you want the date to change, but you don't want to change. If you don't change, nothing changes, all right? And I mean real internal change. I don't mean going on the motivational bandwagon of January 1st and doing what everyone else does, doing cardio for a couple of days, starving yourself for a couple of days. Anyone can do that, all right? Anyone can starve themselves for a couple of days, do cardio for a couple of days. It's about long-term solutions and realizing that this is a lifestyle change, something that you do long-term, and something that you prioritize on a daily basis. Remember this. You will never have time or money for something you don't prioritize. And you'll always make time, and you always have enough money for the stuff you do prioritize. Those who are fit, the healthiest version of themselves, guess what? They prioritize fitness in all aspects, which means when they have, death in the family, which absolutely is horrible and it's tough to deal with, they still prioritize fitness because that's like their habits, right? They're still going to eat healthy. They might miss the gym a few days, but they're still going to take care of themselves, because if they don't take care of themselves, and they put themselves on the back burner, then everything goes downhill from there. And if you don't take care of yourself, you ensure that in the future, your loved ones will be taking care of you, which will put a lot of stress on them, right? You can get fired from a job. You can go through a breakup. You can, you could be traveling a lot. You could have left your meal prep at home and missed all your meals. You're still going to go through the Chick-fil-A drive-thru, and you're going to get grilled chicken, a fruit cup, right? And yeah, you're going to get grilled chicken nuggets and a fruit cup instead of getting, macaroni, the over-the-smoked Meyer cookie, and fries and chicken sandwich, right? Because you're the healthiest version of yourself. It's all about the decisions that you make on a daily basis. Every day matters, all right? Live in the present moment. Stop saying you're going to start January 1st, because that is literally just procrastination, all right? It's procrastination. That's why the rates are so low for people who start on January 1st, because they believe that this day, specifically the 1st of January, is like a magical day where, if you do a jumping jack, you burn double the calories or something like that. No, it's the same shit. January 1st is another day. Yeah, the year changed, but it's the same shit. That's why you rarely see people change, because they want everything around them to change except themselves. Like, that's why you rarely see change. That's why my transformations, I've been posting my transformations for like the past 8 years. I've been posting my client transformations for the past couple of years. That's why they go viral, or like a lot of people contact me, or a lot of people are like, what the fuck? Because change does not happen. It's not common. Why? Because you don't realize that it's a mindset and it's a lifestyle change, all right? Look up lifestyle change, look up mindset, all right? Look up those words, because you guys don't realize that. You guys think that it's, all right, let me start January 1st. If I do keto starting January 1st specifically, then I should get the results I want, right? No. If you change the foods around you, if you eat more whole foods consistently, no matter what the fucking date is, and you just stay consistent, you go to the gym 3 to 4 times a week, you do that consistently, you don't miss, right? No matter how you feel, you don't care about motivation, you just show up regardless, you're going to get to your goals, period. January 1st, goofy ass shit, man.